Hi, y'all. We're Johnny and Sherry Taylor with the Taylor Acre Homestead.
Acres.
That's what I said.
Start over.
No, that's okay.
No, start over.
I don't have to start over. Okay. Hi, y'all. We're Johnny and Sherry Taylor with the Taylor Acres Homestead. We sit here on 2 acres in the Texas Panhandle, just southeast of Amarillo, Texas. One thing about our acreage is it was really never made to be a homestead. It was made to be a mobile home lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had a double wide trailer on it when we bought it about 15 years ago. And then we decided to build a barn dominium on one of the other acres.
Yeah. We have 3 of our rental properties here on the acreage with us. And so it kind of limits the acreage that we can use for planting, for trees and gardens and things like that. Not too badly.
We're in the country, but you still hear the sirens.
Yeah, the sirens decided to go by all of a sudden. But anyway, like I said, we've got 3 of our rental properties on here, which makes it pretty handy. As you can tell, we're not spring chickens any. Wait a minute. Maybe we are spring chickens.
No, it's not quite spring yet. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. So we're not.
We're winter chickens
winter
right now.
chickens right now. But the weather is absolutely gorgeous today. It's been really pretty the last 2 days. It's March the 2nd. Today's March the 2nd. So
happy birthday, little John. That's our grandson.
Okay. Happy birthday, brother Ricky. That's our brother.
Your brother.
My brother. Okay. Anyway, we got this wild and crazy idea. We used to live just south of here in a private gated community, lake community, small lake, pond community to most of you folks.
But in the Texas Panhandle, it's a lake.
Yeah, it was considered a lake. But anyway, we used to live down there. We lived down there for quite a while and just kind of got tired of the rat race and decided, you know what, we need to downsize. And I told my sweet love Muffin, I said, why don't we move up there on our rental property and I'll build you a barn dominium. I was building houses down at the lake. And so I told her, I said, I'll build you a barn dominium. You can have whatever, however you want it. Her response was,
no.
I like my house.
We lived on the water, so I didn't want to move.
And so about 3 years later, oh, Sherry baby decided.
I just woke up one morning and said, okay, I'm ready to sell. And we're both realtors, so we put our house on the market that day. We had a full price offer by the end of the day. And, well, actually, it wasn't even on the market. I just told an agent.
No.
And so we had a full price offer that day, and we were out in 10 days.
Yep.
We had to move a 2,700 square foot house full of stuff with boats, you know, all the stuff into storage.
Yeah, that was a fun deal. But, yeah, and that was a cash offer. So we were absolutely shocked. We figured, well, looks like maybe this is what we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So we did, and we moved up here, and we actually bought a motorhome and lived in it for
9 months.
9 months while we
day.
built our barn. And we just built a metal barn, metal shell. We had some folks, I'm kind of a tightwad, just a little bit. And so I was looking for somebody cheap to build my barn.
And that's what we got.
And that's what we got. I've regretted ever since that we didn't hire somebody that knew what they were doing. But we did get it built.
But we still love it.
Yeah.
And we actually just built it to be another rental that we would, you know, we'd move on sometime and do something different. We've never lived anywhere over 3 years.
Yeah, and we didn't have homesteading in our brain at the time.
No.
We were just downsizing. Just we thought we'd probably get in the motorhome, go travel, do all these things. Well, then Father's Day came along one time. This was after we got our house built, though. We finally got everything put in and got it built. Like Sherry said, we built it for a rental, but it's...
So it's 2 bedroom, 2 bath. It's small, but it's plenty room for us, except when our children come to visit, then it's not.
But it's still plenty of room for us. So we were thinking we'd go traveling. And
no, Father's Day. You're talking
oh, yeah,
about
Father's Day came... Yeah, this is that. Yeah. Father's Day came along, and all of a sudden, Matt, our son, and his wife, he pull up in their Suburban, and he gets out of the car and goes to the back of the Suburban, gets something out of the back, brings it over to me and says, "Happy Father's Day, Dad."
It was a goat.
It was a goat. Well, we didn't have a pen on this place. I mean, there was no pen, no fence, no nothing. So we had a goat, and we weren't going to take him in the take her in the house. And so it was kind of funny, but I finally put together some quick pen things, and then had some guys come out and build a pen. The one we just took down.
The one that they tore down
just recently. But anyway, we were in the homesteading business all of a sudden, unbeknownst to us. So long story short.
Then we got chickens.
Yeah, we did. We always wanted chickens anyway, because we love fresh eggs.
Well, we've had them off and on in the past.
Yeah.
And we had goats,
previously. Yeah. And of course, when you get one goat, you can't have just one.
No,
you have
they
to have two.
to have a
They get
partner.
lonely. And so we got another one, and then I found some really good deals on some other ones out.
Yeah, and then we ended
some
up
other
with
pens.
like 20 something like
Yeah,
that.
we ended up with quite a few goats that we didn't really want, but we loved our little Nigerian dwarfs. We had Nigerian dwarfs and a few pygmies. Very few pygmies.
And
but
we will have a few more someday.
Yeah.
Just two. Just
They're
two.
awesome
they're just like a
pets.
dog, and we don't have a dog, and
we don't want a dog.
I want a goat.
We love dogs.
Matt, not for Father's Day this year.
No.
Matt, listen to this video, Matt. Not for Father's Day
Right.
or Mother's Day this year. We're
Right.
not ready yet.
Not for birthdays, not for Christmas, nothing. Money.
Not
Send
yet.
money. So anyway, fast forward just a little bit, and suddenly I started kind of wanting to do a garden. And I thought, wow, I'd like to do a garden. Well, then I got online and started kind of doing a little research. And man, the more I read about the food system in this country, the more I was totally convinced we were going to do a garden. And then I ran across Paul Gauci with
Well, we did a smaller garden up near the house.
Yeah, we did a small garden.
We got some, what are they called? Railroad ties.
Yeah.
And kind of made a raised bed garden up near the house. But around our yard, by our house, we have Bermuda grass.
Gross.
If you have Bermuda grass, it's horrible.
Well,
and it started after a couple of years. It
took over.
It got under, and it just took over that little part. So anyway, we had a nice little garden for a few summers.
Anyway, then we decided we wanted to do it. So I ran across Paul Gauci's Back to Eden Gardening on YouTube.
Yeah.
And we watched that video. I don't know, it was an hour and 10 minutes long or something.
And we watched it over and over
and over and over.
That's right.
And we loved it because everything he said was exactly what we were thinking, not on our own. We were thinking it through him because we'd never heard of those
We'd never
things
heard
before.
of it, but that's what we wanted to do. But
Yeah.
it's so hard here in our area because we don't get rain. We get so little moisture every year.
Yep.
And that way, it works perfect in our area.
It's awesome. So then we started our Back to Eden garden.
This will be our fourth summer. Wow.
So yeah,
Time
amazing.
flies.
And we went and got a bunch of mulch and wood chips and put them on with a shovel
No,
and a
he
wheelbarrow.
did.
A shovel and a wheelbarrow for a big garden.
Yeah. How big is it? It's
I don't know, 30 by 50?
something. It's
32
huge.
by 50, something like that. It's a big garden for shovel and a wheelbarrow. But anyway, it has made our soil so awesome
It
you
is
wouldn't even
awesome.
believe it. And so we kind of transitioned it into doing an orchard. Our idea was to start growing more of our own food. I think that's an awesome idea.
Yeah.
And so we're going to try to replace what we buy at the store a lot.
As best we can.
Yeah, grow our own food. For the meats and things, we're not doing anything where we're eating meats. We're not killing chickens or goats or pigs or any of that kind of stuff yet. We don't have a cow, so we're ordering through the butcher box, and it's turned out
It's
to be really very, very good beef and reasonably priced considering it doesn't have any hormones, no.
It's grass fed,
Yeah.
grass finished.
Yeah.
Really good meat. And
That's-
their salmon. Oh my gosh.
So anyway, that's kind of a brief synopsis of where we were and where we are. And so now we're in the process of building some raised beds. I've decided I want to do some raised bed gardening.
Because we're getting old.
Oh gosh, yeah, and I
We still have our Back to Eden garden
Yeah.
area, but it has lots of berries. That
Yeah.
was another thing. You
Yeah.
started growing are planting a lot of berries. We
That's
have
true.
elderberries and gooseberries and
Blackberries and
all
raspberries.
kinds of stuff. And those blueberries and blackberries and stuff don't grow well. Blackberries maybe do, but blueberries don't grow well in our area. People have the hardest time. But we planted them last year. He got quite a few blueberries last year, and so we're hoping they made them through the winter well. We'll see.
Yeah.
But we want to have our own berries so we
Yeah.
can make our own jams and jellies and stuff.
And the Back to Eden garden method actually allows us to be able to grow blueberries here, which normally you couldn't. It's really awfully hot in the summer for blueberries or raspberries or blackberries or any of those berries pretty much here. Well, I don't know about blackberries, but anyway, for blueberries and honeyberries for sure. But it's a little too hot, so I'm going to put shade cloth over those to help shade them so that they'll have a little better time, because boy, the sun was really tough on them last year. So basically, we've turned the Back to Eden garden into a berry garden patch, whatever you want to call it.
A big one.
Yeah, pretty good sized one, so it's kind of awesome. Our two little orchards, I planted 2 orchards with about 56, 58 trees. I can't remember exactly now, but we've got 58 fruit trees of different kinds, and so we're kind of excited about those. We're going to make lots of jams and jellies and eat a lot of fresh fruit as well.
We have a few grapevines.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we'll have some grapes. We
Table
had
grapes.
grapes last year, table grapes. Yeah, and the chickens found them.
Helped
And the
themselves.
we had turkeys at the time, and they were tall enough to chew them all off, but we couldn't eat them. They were too early.
So we went ahead and ate the turkeys.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've brought you pretty much up to date to where we are now. We've got 2 acres, as we said. We've got chickens. We've got we've got
A couple of geese. They're our protectors.
Protector
and
geese,
they're really
yep.
good.
and we're enjoying ourselves. We're beginning to really clean up our 2 acres and make it really look nice.
Thanks to the Taylor Farm guy that's come and helped us this summer, or this not summer yet.
And I also got a nursery license and started buying trees, and we help other people get trees very inexpensively so that everybody can plant trees, not just us.
Everybody needs trees in
Yep.
the Texas Panhandle.
Yes, and we planted about, I haven't actually counted them, and I should, but I think about 120 trees all total.
With fruit trees and
No.
everything.
No.
Yes, with fruit trees.
You think?
Yes.
I think she's wrong. We'll find out.
We're gonna
and we'll
count
let you
'em.
know. We're going to count them.
Okay.
I'm going to do the counting. No, you won't.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for watching. We sure appreciate you guys. And if you enjoy what you see on here, and if you want to watch, in fact, pretty soon I'm building a couple of raised beds. So if you want to kind of see how we're doing that, well, you can tune in. Probably the next video we'll have those raised beds and I'll show you how I'm building it.
Yep.
All
I'm
through the
excited
process.
for those.
Yeah, they'll be kind of fun. I'm going to build 2 different kinds, so it'll be kind of interesting to see how they both work and what happens on them. So thank y'all so much. If you would, subscribe, like, and hit the
Notification bell.
notification bell. All righty, thanks so much for being here. God bless you guys, and we'll see you soon.
Bye. See you later.